All right, here we go. So I'm gonna write on my screen. I completely forgot I could do that. And we're gonna do like 2 practice problems, and then that's gonna be it. All right, so the formula for calculated speed, it is speed is equal to distance divided by time. Okay, and in shorthand, you'll see it as S is equal to D divided by T. All right, so the unit for speed is meters per second. Okay, so that's meters per second. And that's because in science, a lot of times, if we're doing physics, we don't have to do like miles per hour. And we haven't talked about this, but in science, we use the international standards, and those are way easier than like miles and ounces and cups. Meters and kilometers are a lot easier to do. All right. So S is speed, D is distance. Okay, the time we measure in seconds, S-E-C-O-N-D. Okay, so if we're going to calculate speed, we have to know 2 things, and it's exactly what makes up the calculation. We have to know the distance that was traveled, and we have to know how much time it took. Okay. So I will put a screenshot of the answers to this, but it's just telling you how to solve a problem, but we're going to do it right here. All right, when we are doing these problems, to start out, to make sure your math is absolutely correct, I would like for you to write out every single thing. So the first thing I would want you to do is write the equation. So the equation is S is equal to D divided by T. The next thing I want you to do is say S is equal to, D is equal to, T is equal to. Then we have to figure out what do we know. Okay, now if we go back, so I see here that we have, I'm going to make this, do a highlighter here. I see that we have 3 meters, okay, and then I see we have 30 seconds, all right. If I remember correctly, meters is a distance, okay? So for here, I'm going to say that this 3m goes where the distance goes. So that's 3m. And I'm assuming this 30 seconds goes where the time goes because it's not a speed. It's just an S, so that's just seconds. So I'm going to put 30s right here. Now, I'm going to take these numbers and plug them back into this equation right here. Okay, so when I plug it in, I don't know what S is. I know that D is 30. Okay, and I see that T, oh, see, I did that wrong. Got to read carefully. D is 3m, all right, and T is 30s. Okay, so if I look at that, if I put that in my calculator, 3 divided by 30, I got 0.1. And look, I don't know, maybe you know this, but anybody know what an M divided by a S is? I don't, so I'm going to leave it exactly like it is as an M divided by S, which is perfect because if we go back and look, we saw that when we are measuring speed, it is supposed to be in meters per second. Okay, let's do one more, and then we'll do more of these practice problems in class because we're almost at 5 minutes. All right, so this one's a little bit trickier. Oops. Let's see this, move up a little bit, slide down. Okay. All right, so we're going to do the same thing. A car travels at a rate of 15 meters per second for 10 seconds. This one asks, how far does the car travel? All right, here we go. So first step, write your equation just like we did before. S is equal to D divided by T. All right. Next step was write all your variables. S is equal to, D is equal to, T is equal to. All right. So now we got that. All right. I got a 15 ms, 15 meters per second. That's definitely not a time. Okay. Time is just seconds. And it's not a distance because distance is just meters. So this must be the speed. Okay. So I'm going to try to do them in different colors. So this must go where speed goes, 15 ms. Okay. Then I have 10 seconds. So that is either distance or time. And I believe seconds measures time. So I'm going to, let's pick another color here. This is 10 seconds. So the distance is the one that I'm missing. I don't know that one. So I'm going to plug everything in exactly where it goes. So if this is, if this is S, I'm going to plug it right here. So when I write that, and then if this is time, I'm going to put that right there. So my D block is going to be empty. So let's see what we got. All right. So S, we had 15. All right. Then we had the equal sign. For D, we did not know what that is. Okay, so we don't know what this is. Or you can put a D if you want to put it instead of a question mark. And then on the bottom here, we had 10 seconds. Okay, now, sometimes it's like, how do I solve this? I'm going to tell you the easy way to do it. Okay, the easiest way to solve this when you don't know, am I supposed to multiply these? Am I supposed to divide it? Is it 15 divided by 10? Is it 10 divided by 15? We're going to cross multiply. That 15 is the same thing as saying 15 over 1. Okay, same thing. Now we can cross multiply. We're going to multiply these two and these two. Cross multiply. So now 1 times a question mark is just a question mark. So it looks like we're going to be multiplying 15 times 10. So now instead of that question mark, okay, instead of that question mark right there, where is my eraser? Here we go. Let's put a D right there. So that's a D. All right, so now I'm going to slide, get a little bit more room right here. Let's move this down so I got some room. All right, so now if I look at these, 15 times 10, we now set those equal to each other. So now I have D is equal to 15 times 10. And 15 times 10, if I put that in my handy dandy calculator right here, is equal to 150. So D is equal to 150, not seconds, not meters per second, but meters. Okay? All right, we'll do the rest in class. Sorry, this was longer than I intended.